Hello, Aquarius. Welcome in to Don Williams Tarot. This message is for sun, moon, or rising placements in the sign of Aquarius. So if you have those placements, this message may be for you. However, keep in mind this is a general reading, so not all messages may resonate. Keep what does, leave what doesn't. If you're interested in doing a deeper dive as to what's going on with you, your life, I do provide private readings, so my information is in the description box below, or you can go to donwilliamstarot.com to find my pricing and availability. Okay, so today I am doing this reading for mid-May 2024. If you are new to my channel, I absolutely love it if you would join our family by clicking that subscription button. And then if everyone could do me a favor and click that like button, it really does help my message get sent out even farther afield. Because you know how those algorithms are. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm pulling a card. Oh, one of the things I want to share with you. So I am working with a new platform. One of the things that this platform will provide for me, which is one of the reasons why I decided to go down this route, is it's going to allow me to do live streaming. So I plan in the next couple of days or whatever, I'm going to start doing some lives. So if you want to be able to have some free readings, I would suggest that you might want to subscribe to my channel so you're notified when those lives will come on YouTube, so that you can ask a question and I can do a live reading for you. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just a click of a button, right? Just come and listen to me give readings, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking at this whole situation as being a lot more playtime, because I was realizing that I was getting far too serious and I was losing my sense of making this fun. So that's my plan, and I hope you'll join us. So anyway, what I plan to do is I'm going to do a reading for you. Let me switch views, because this is one of my cool things. Look at this. Ready? Ba-bam! I love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a card from the Fortune Tarot Oracle deck. I'm going to read your cards. At the end, I'm going to pull 5 main themes from the Tea Leaf Tarot. Those 5 main themes could be additional information that Spirit wants to share with you, or it could be a thing where it's actually confirming some of the messages that we've already gotten. Okay, so that's my plan. Okay, so I'm going to go to card view only. I will be back when I do your last 5 main themes. Okay, so here we are. Let me put my glasses on so I can read this tiny print, because your first card is Twists and Turns. Okay, Aquarius. It reads, carefully made plans could be thrown out the window. Oh no. As major changes and interruptions surround you, make sure you get lots of rest to cope with all the upheaval. Now, it doesn't really surprise me that this information would come through. There is a lot of stuff that's happening with us right now on the planet, and I feel as though, this is kind of par for the course. Hopefully the rest of your cards will be much more uplifting. But what I would say is that twists and turns don't necessarily have to mean that it's bad. It could absolutely mean that your life is taking an upturn, right? Things are going in your favor. Okay, so I've already shuffled your cards. Let's just lay them out and get started. Your first card is the Queen of Swords. Now, if that is not an air card, I don't know what is. And here's another air card, 2 of Swords. Then we have the 7 of Wands. We have the 6 of Pentacles. And then we have the Hermit. So this is the only major arcana that you have in your spread. And we start off with that Queen of Swords. Now, I feel as though this Queen of Swords is representing you and your energy, Aquarius. This queen, of course, is our truth and integrity queen. She is I was just realizing that she has butterflies on her crown. So butterflies, of course, represent transformation. That's the first time I've noticed that. Anyway, so the queen is about, so queens are all about patience and understanding. And I would definitely say that she can be patient and she can be understanding. But if you cross her, she can be quite abrupt, right? She can be a difficult queen. You don't want to cross this queen. But as this does represent your energy, I do believe that she is all about clear communication. She's about extending her arm, right? Extending her hand in welcoming you in. She does have her sword, which is straight up and down. And when you see the swords straight up and down in tarot, that typically represents truth and integrity. She expects truth and integrity. She wants to understand the way that you come up with solutions to things. She wants to understand how your mind works, because swords have to do with the way that we think, express with our thoughts. So our thoughts and our talk, the way that we communicate. It's also how we make decisions on things. So I feel as though this is representing you in a very strong position. If you are a male listening to this, I would still say that all of the qualities of the queen represents. And the other part of that too is we all have masculine, we all have feminine energies within all of us, right? So it could be that you're tapping into more of that energy for yourself, the feminine side of your energy. But at the same time, as it is a thinking card, I do feel as though this here is saying that there's going to be some level of expression, some level of communication that is going to be between you and another. Now, your next steps have to do with this Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a card of feeling as though you're in a crossroads. So there's directions here, or there's opportunities for you to go in opposite directions, or in a brand new direction. You're just not sure which direction it is that you truly want to go. Twos are about choices. Twos are about decisions. And of course, the swords have to do with the way that we think. So for her, she has a blindfold over her eyes. Now, is that self-imposed? Is it that she really doesn't want to look at the potential decisions that she needs to make? Or is it a situation where if she were just to put those swords down and take that blindfold off, she would see more clearly? For me, this card is a card that tells you that you really want to look at your options besides the two that you think you only have. This is looking at things from a outside of the box type of a point of view. Now, this could represent two job opportunities coming in. It could be a thing where you are contemplating whether you're ready to retire. Do I continue working, or do I retire and you know what I mean? So there's options here. So, or it could be that you have you're juggling relationships and you're not exactly sure what direction you want to go in that relationship. You're thinking about it and you're making decisions on what that would represent for you. The thing about this card that I always say as well is there is a island back here. And the story of this card is she is really meant to put those swords down and go towards that island, right? Because the swords, of course, is stop thinking about what is holding you back, what is preventing you from moving forward and going to where you need to go, right? Okay. So your next card is your barriers or your obstacles. Now, this is the Seven of Wands. Typically, the Seven of Wands is about protecting your space. You can see he's up on a hill. He's got these wands that are coming towards him, and he's defending himself, or he feels he needs to defend himself. As this is in your barriers position, I would say we're reading this card as though it's upside down. And it's saying as though that this card is representing that you may be feeling attacked, or you may be feeling as though you're misunderstood. Like maybe this communication portion is that people aren't understanding your intent and your message. The other thing about this card is it is talking about to put up boundaries around you. Like maybe your boundaries are not strong enough and you're not protecting your space as much as you could. And then the last thing is this could be a feeling of giving up or lack of preparation as well. So look at those options for yourself and see where that may fall in what is happening with you and your life. It is a 7, and 7s are minor arcana, so I don't feel as though this energy is going to be with you for very long. I feel like once you identify those things and you take a little bit of action as to making sure that you protect your space and do those things, I think you're going to be just fine. It's nothing really to concern yourself with. Now, your strengths card has to do with gratitude. This card here, Aquarius, is a card that says, you know, you're doing okay financially, you're doing pretty well, and you're feeling very gracious. And it feels as though, you know, as you can see with the imagery on the card, that this gentleman is giving money to people who are less fortunate. But at the same time, he has this scales in his hand. And what that represents is that he can give a little bit away, but he doesn't want to give it all away. And then the other thing too is when you feel that generosity within yourself, it's kind of that flow, especially if you're looking at relationships, or if you're looking at your health, or you're looking at your physical security. You want to make sure that what you're putting out, you're also getting something back, right? It isn't necessary that these individuals, you give them money and there is no appreciation there. You would expect a thank you. You would expect something in return for your generosity. And I feel as though when you are being very generous, you're also putting that energy out into the universe. And what that does is it tells the universe that that you have a very open heart, and the universe will then bring back to you more energy, more things that will light you up and make you feel very fortunate and happy that you are, you know, getting and receiving. Your last card is the only major that you have, and it is the Hermit card. I like the Hermit card. The Hermit card does represent isolation, but it also represents deep wisdom. And if you look very closely, see if I can get this card up to where you can see it. There's actually a star inside his lantern. Now, he is meant to look as though he's up on a mountain or up on a hill. He is looking down over that hill to a village or a town that's below him. And as he's, you know, he's meant to look older, and he does kind of look like, I don't know if you guys are Led Zeppelin fans, but this looks like one of the album imagery on one of the Led Zeppelin's albums that tells you how old I am. Stairway to Heaven, right? So this card right here, this Hermit card, is an energy of inner reflection. So it feels like some of you are doing some of that. It's also about meditation and contemplation. It's about soul searching. So it feels as though some of you might be doing a deeper dive for the remainder of the month on yourself. And it's like finding your inner guide, finding your inner wisdom, finding your inner guru, right? It's like your inner sage, your inner mentor, those types of things. And then the other thing that I feel with this card is that when you do all that soul searching and you come up with these answers, and he's looking out over this village and he's trying to decide how he is going to share his wisdom with the people that are down below. And I feel as though what you are doing is that same kind of thing. You're kind of looking within yourself. You're looking at your gifts. You're looking at the special skills and abilities that you have that you can offer to others. But for right now, you're going within and you're really reflecting and looking at those things within yourself. Overall, this looks like a really decent reading. I don't see anything here that is, really going to throw you for a loop. But, you do have the twist and turns card here. So I would be careful with plans. Make sure that you implement those, right? And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull your last 5 cards and read those to you to finalize your message. I'm going to put myself back on screen. Hello. I really like this option. I really do. I think it's cool. Okay, your first card is a pig, so beware of greed. I don't know in what capacity this is. It could be, just don't be greedy. And the reason why I feel as though this is kind of a little bit off and might not really click is because you have this generosity card. So, I don't know. But then opposites, right? Not everybody's going to be feeling so generous. And then we have the rose, and it's talking about romances in the air. I like that. Then we have a broom. New home, new attitude. Okay, so some of you may be moving. Or maybe some of you have moved, right? You're already in your new place. And it really does, whenever you clean your house or make room or clean closets, do those types of things, it always changes your attitude for the better. I always feel, at least it does for me. Your next card is the grapes card, and it says it's time to go out and have some fun. Yes, you do need some balance, right? Balance of fun and work and play, right? Absolutely. Your last card is goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. It could be both, because I do feel that you feel quite generous here, and it could be that maybe more money will be coming back to you. But at the same time, the spiritual growth really taps into that hermit card, you going within and really doing some inner work. So overall, this looks really good. If you made it this far, please click the like button. If you are new to my channel, please click that subscribe button. I would absolutely love you to join the family. Overall, this looks amazing. I hope you have a really great rest of your month. I will be with you again shortly, because I think my next round of readings will be on money and career. Okay? So take care. Till next time.